All right. Well, fuck it. Let's do this.
Let's do it.
What up, boys?
That's the official. Yeah, that's the real intro.
You goober.
Cody, do we have any Cody updates for the week?
I did mushrooms last night.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. And
Nice.
Indoor, outdoors? Because you always say you're a big outdoor fan.
I did them indoors.
Yeah.
While I was on mushrooms, I was emceeing a rock show.
Nice.
And it was awesome.
How were you towards your peak? Were you after your peak? Where was it in your trip?
The whole
Was it
trip,
more like a microdose, or did you full on trip?
It was in between microdose and it was a light trip.
Nice. Okay.
Did you trip more at that time at the club in LA or this time?
Honestly, probably about the same.
Okay. Nice.
Yeah.
I tripped hard as fuck that time in LA. I would never have been able to MC anything.
Yeah, for me, it was, there were times, honestly, I feel like emceeing, like having this responsibility while I was tripping, kind of forced the trip to be like a fan. I was just like feeling insanely high and giggly and just being like really grateful about life and picking my friends up and swinging them around and shit.
That's awesome. I love hearing that.
Yeah.
All right, boys. Sorry, I'm high as balls right now.
Do you feel like after you trip, it's like making you like weed make you feel higher? Do you feel like that way sometimes?
Yeah, kind of. I just feel like, you know how like, do you have the like afterglow after you trip?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, that's what I'm feeling right now.
Nice.
Ooh,
that's
after
cool. A little psychedelic episode, huh?
Yeah,
I think one of the.
Oh no, I was just gonna say, dude. And last night was such a fun night. Sold out show, hooting and hollering, crazy.
Nice.
I thought that was like the name of the show, which sounds awesome in your brand.
Hootin' and hollered.
The show was called the Dirty Love Rock Show because it's Valentine's Day weekend every year.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, my sister's band, a bunch of my friends' bands. It was a great time.
Nice.
I like that Gumby mug in the back. I don't think I've ever seen your Gumby mug.
Nice. I actually accidentally took this from a woman that I briefly saw last summer. Like, she gave it to me, and then it was like, bring it back to me. And I was like, okay. And then I never saw her. Yeah.
We love that little green guy. You know what other green guy we love? He's incredible.
He's incredible. He's incredible.
Although in this one, we do get the gray version of.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Fuck, that was...
But you know who else is green is the villain, the leader.
Ooh, yeah, there we go.
Along with Half-Life and some others, you know?
Half-Life, what a fucking...
Yeah.
Dude, I love Half-Life.
Dude, this comic was... Honestly, I was surprised when it came out.
1991.
Wait, really? Why did it say published in 2001?
No.
It's like from like probably like a reprint or something. You know what I mean? Like in the collected edition.
Gotcha.
But it's a 90s comic.
Well, hey, before we get any further, let's let the people know what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Welcome to Comics and Chronic. I'm Jacob H. With me is Anthony Iannaccio and Cody Cannon. Today we are talking Hulk Ground Zero.
Hulk Ground Zero.
Published in 1991, drawn by Todd McFarlane.
Oh man, the art.
And they're written by Peter
David. His Hulk run was like maybe like 12 or 15 years long. He fucking defined Incredible Hulk.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny, after reading Immortal Hulk, there's a lot that it borrows, I think, from Ground Zero.
Oh, yeah. Wait, what are the issues? Sorry, what are the issue numbers? Because I feel like...
It's 340 through 346, maybe?
Yeah, there we go. Because I feel like Ground Zero, like it's like, I don't know if it's like a classic storyline.
I have it in one copy, and it's Ground Zero.
Yeah, that's what it's called if you have it in the collected. But I just mean to say, like, I don't know if it's like such a classic comic storyline that people know it from like Ground Zero, but like it's definitely a definitive part of the Peter David run. Like it's hugely important what happens here.
Like I read this early on. This is for some reason I think when I was like in high school, I had stumbled upon it in a comic book shop and I bought it.
Nice.
And so I read it like, I don't know, when I was like 16, 17. It's fucking, I was surprised at how much I liked it. I was like, because I was like, honestly, the art is almost like a little off-putting in ways.
It definitely takes adjusting to.
Yeah, but I kind of like it.
Yeah, now that I've adjusted, it's quintessential late 80s, early 90s. That's why when I looked up the publishing date and saw 2001, I was like, what the fuck was Todd McFarlane doing? You know what I mean? Like,
but I do like the way Todd McFarlane does the Hulk because it feels like he's a monster, you know?
He does feel like he's a monster. He's also got this like huge brow that comes out, you know, more caveman-like.
Yeah.
He's also borrowing from the original like Hulk lore from when he was first published. Hulk didn't become Hulk when he got angry. He became Hulk at nighttime. And his radiation
almost like a werewolf.
Yeah, almost like a werewolf, exactly.
But like kind of like the opposite. It seems like when it's a full moon, he's weaker. Like if you read the run,
was he stronger or weaker?
Does that happen in this run or in Ground Zero?
So it doesn't explain it in these issues, but like right before it. So it's like
I thought he's angrier at a full moon.
No, well, so he's actually weaker. So this is how they explain it. This is like weird Hulk lore that I actually didn't know. But so yeah, in this Bruce Banner during the day, but at night he becomes Gray Hulk. And when that's because at night there's no sunlight, which I guess interferes with gamma rays. So a full moon is actually reflected sunlight. So it makes him weaker in this version at this stage of his like Hulk development for whatever reason. So, and sometimes when you're reading the run, it's like, oh, it's a full moon and this is happening. But like sometimes it feels like he's stronger at night. So like,
I think he is. Like he does get stronger.
They point out the moon a lot. It's an important factor in this part of the Hulk.
Yeah.
I also like that he's intelligent Hulk. He's not like me, I'm Hulk. He's like, I'm gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah, he's a monster. He's like
a straight monster.
Yeah.
Dude, I think one of the best fights, honestly, is him and Wolverine, man.
Yeah.
That fight is sick, dude.
Love it.
Yeah, that's a good one. Welcome.
It's a great one.
That was a great fight. Dude, all of his fights, but dude, Half-Life, The Rock, and what was the other guy?
Yeah, I forgot the other guy's name.
Oh yeah, those other guys were kind of forgettable. But the fucking Wolverine fight, I love.
Yeah.
I love. There's a panel where you see like their eyes. You guys remember that part?
It's like the reflection. It's the reflection of one another's eyes.
It's so cool,
dude. That fight is sick because it's like the first time I ever saw, both in comic and anything else, like when he's fighting Wolverine, he like can't really beat him. They're kind of like evenly matched.
Yeah.
And he fucking like does his like thunderclap and Wolverine's like because his like super hearing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I like that shit.
Yeah, it was crazy.
What do you think about Wolverine's colors? Is this your preferred color palette for him?
What was this? Yellow, red, or
classic brown and yellow.
Okay.
Yeah.
I prefer like 90s X-Men yellow and
Chris
blue.
Claremont.
Yeah, same. I like yellow and blue.
I like that yellow and blue.
Yeah.
Well, also Marvel vs. Capcom. That's what I would choose is yellow versus blue.
Animated series, right?
Animated series.
Yeah. That's my Wolvie.
Yeah, that's our Wolvie.
So like this is full of the alternate versions of our heroes, which is cool, you know, like it's Gray Hulk, those colors.
Why does Rogue have Wolverine hair in this?
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
It is pretty wild.
Dude, their outfits and stuff are very like late 80s, early 90s cyberpunk-esque, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely feels like a 90s comic
like,
through and through.
Like the Hulkbusters, was that what they called the group that he was running around with?
The Hulkbusters, yeah.
Yeah.
It was Rick Jones.
Rick Jones, our boy Rick Jones.
Want to give us a synopsis?
Oh yeah, let's give a
book?
Synopsis before we start talking about Rick Jones.
Anthony, I say you do it.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Dude,
this was your comic, Jake. This was the one you picked.
Ooh, that is true.
That's
I can't
true.
take that from you.
All right. Well, basically, the story starts off. Fuck. It's like it's Hulk is traveling. He's traveling with Rick Jones and some other people to like rid the world.
What is it? Alan Quarterman?
of gamma bombs.
Yeah, Quartermain. He's like a shield dude.
Blake Quartermain or something like
Yeah,
that.
It's like a
There you
shield
go.
agent.
Yeah.
So basically, they're traveling all over the country trying to get rid of like stockpiles of leftover gamma bombs so that they don't create any more monsters and shit. However, at the same time, one of the Hulk's villains, known as the Leader, which is like, this is the first time I ever like read about him in a book, and I thought he was sick.
If I'm going to be honest, up until reading this comic, I didn't really give a shit about the Leader.
Oh,
I
shit.
think he's cool in this
Yeah,
comic.
Leader's such a cool villain.
No, I think he's awesome. Dude, his plan. Also, I like this comic because like the Hulk loses.
He loses. Exactly.
Yeah,
That's why I
badly.
like it too. I remember when I finished it, I was like, he didn't win. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
dude. And then you see the Leader with that truck full of radiated people, you know?
Yeah.
The Leader looks fucking roided out in here. Like his brain looks roided out and he looks terrifying. Like probably the most terrifying Leader design I've seen.
Yeah.
Dude, he looks,
honestly,
and also, I didn't realize like with his powers, like, dude, he literally there's a panel where he calls the Pentagon. And it's like, give me the security codes to your nuclear warheads. And like, because of his like, whatever powers, it can go through the phone. Like, that was crazy.
Yeah. He has like his checklist too. I'm like, okay, that's a pretty basic checklist. He's like, take over the president.
Dude, but the Leader pulled this shit off, man. The Leader
Yeah,
was no.
dude,
This is
he
why
did.
I think what's it called? The new Captain America, New World Order. If the Leader's the villain, I feel like it'll borrow a lot from this book.
Ooh, yeah, that's a good point.
I'm willing to bet some things will be borrowed.
Yeah, definitely agree with that.
Oh, I honestly think the same. Yeah.
Also, like the Leader, what I like about him is that like he's not, you don't beat the Hulk. Like you can't, he knows, he's so smart, he knows Hulk is the strongest there is. You don't fight the Hulk in a fist fight. You gotta like mentally get him somehow, or just like, well, his plan is to like gamma nuke him to death. Well, no, he's not trying. I guess it is like a trap for the Hulk, right? That's the whole thing. Like he's trying to lure the Hulk
like,
here.
oversaturate him.
Yeah, exactly. With the gamma radiation.
Yeah.
Well, I think in this book, tell me if I'm making this up, but didn't they say that like someone said that like it's like low key like a form of cancer, and that like when he hulks up, it's like a tumor growing and growing and growing.
I've heard that, right? I don't know. I don't remember if that was in here, but
that might be from something else.
Yeah, I think it was in something else, but
Okay.
I think that is like a thing, but
Yeah.
I don't think they mention it in this.
Yeah. In this, so like they don't mention it in the story either, but like so a few issues before this, the Leader, what happens is that he actually he like confronts Grey Hulk, but Grey Hulk in this era of the Hulk really, really hates Banner. Like he's like, fuck Banner. I just want to be the Hulk. Like I really hate you, Banner. I want to make your life miserable as fuck. Like you and me, we're not cool at all. And he goes to the Leader. He's like, take some of this gamma to like just like I'm sorry. It's not him. It's Rick Jones is a Hulk at the same time. Rick Jones is also a Hulk at the same time for some reason. Not when we're reading Ground Zero, but Rick Jones.
Leading up to it.
Yeah, so Rick Jones obviously doesn't want to be the Hulk anymore, and this thing happens with the Leader where the Leader saps him of his gamma, so he's not a Hulk anymore. For some reason, Rick Jones could get cured, but never Bruce Banner.
Never Bruce Banner.
And so that makes the Leader, like, he absorbs all this, like, gamma, and that's why he's, like, the freak roided out one we see in this one.
Wait, I'm sorry, Cody. Are you falling asleep?
Yeah, Cody.
No,
I put Cody to sleep with that story.
Dude, you just looked so faded for a second. Like, did you not see his face?
Cody said he fell asleep when we were
retarded.
interviewing Tommy Chong, didn't you?
Dude,
Yeah, you were just like,
I am really high.
you looked ridiculous.
If I'm being honest, I was just picking at my nails.
See, I didn't know any about that at Rick Jones. This is also the first time, other than like the classic, like his original that I heard about Rick Jones. Because
Really?
he is the kid. He's the kid that he saves when he gets made into the Hulk.
Yeah. And in between all of that, like Rick Jones has been like, I think he even mentions it in the comic. He's like, I've been Captain America's sidekick. I've been Captain Marvel's sidekick. Like,
That's crazy.
he's been like everyone's sidekick, and then he's just like now coming back to the Hulk. Like he's always gonna go back to Bruce Banner and like be his like like his Silvio, like he's always gonna help out.
Silvio, that's hilarious.
Because he is like he's his right hand man. He's like you saved me from the gamma bomb, and like his whole character seems to always be like I gotta pay you back for that,
Yeah.
And Bruce is like fuck you for like sometimes he's really pissed off that like he got in the way.
Yeah.
I really liked Half-Life as a villain.
Yeah,
Half-Life was cool.
He was a creepy little fuck.
Yep.
Yeah, he was weird. The way he was like zombifying everybody.
Barbara.
Yeah.
Barbara. And he's
Everyone
always
is Barbara.
Yeah, dude, he
Barbara.
just like sucked the life out of them. But it's cool, like as he did it, because he looked like a zombie at first. He's all green and like,
Yeah, like,
and then like with
his
the more
skin
energy,
literally
he got like
goopy.
really jacked and like strong looking, you know.
yeah, before he zaps people, his skin looks goopy.
But he has to like continuously zap people of their life force.
Yeah. You think, and he's getting like dementia or whatever, so he's thinking everyone is his wife.
Barbara.
Barbara.
But I like how Hulk beats him too, because it's like not a fight that Hulk wins with brute force. He like tricks the dude. Like Hulk is really like he uses like that's why it's like it's always like the Hulk thinks he's not Bruce Banner, but he totally is. Like he totally is using Bruce Banner. Like there's no difference at that point. Like he's smart. Like we call him Smart Hulk, but I think that's because like he thinks, and it's always the contention, like that Bruce Banner isn't controlling him, and that when it's the other way around, but like it is. It clearly is. Like when the Hulk is like tricking a dude to like beat him, like that's Bruce Banner to me, you know?
Yeah, like I would say like the Hulk without being Smart Hulk, even in his like is like a smart fighter.
Yeah.
Dude, like what I like really going to Immortal Hulk, because I think we talked about this one time, but the scene where he's all in jars, you know? Like they cut the Hulk up.
They cut him
and
into
like,
pieces.
They cut him up and he's in different jars. Like a hand is over here, a foot is over there. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But like he breaks his hand jar, so it like Thing style walks over and like, breaks the other jars, and he like slowly puts himself back together
And just murders
like,
everybody.
Yeah, murders everyone. That's a sick part of the comic.
Yeah.
And also,
Not in this
damn,
comic,
Hulk,
but in Immortal Hulk.
yeah, in Immortal Hulk. But I was like, that's a smart like Hulk. I don't know.
Yeah. No, Immortal Hulk is so good because like part of the thing in that is like, yeah, especially at night, the Hulk is unstoppable. Like you just can't kill that version of the Hulk. Whereas this, like, that still kind of comes into play. Like you said, Immortal Hulk doesn't exist without Peter David's Hulk doing a lot of this like stuff, especially the nighttime Hulk. But so as the story goes on, right, the Hulk, he like doesn't seem like he's like really wanting to help at first, but he kind of like realizes, like the Hulk always has like this kind of pride thing. Like he's like, fuck it. Like if I'm the one that's here, I'm going to fucking do it.
The Hulk in this gives off big, like, barbarian king kind of like prideful energy. You know what I mean? Like he's like, kind of wants to be left alone, but he knows he has to help them or else like S.H.I.E.L.D. will catch him or whatever. Because they're on the run from S.H.I.E.L.D., aren't they?
Yeah, exactly. Like S.H.I.E.L.D., I don't think at this time, or like they didn't tell us enough, but Nick Fury, I don't think he's in charge. It's kind of like in fucking Winter Soldier when Fury goes to meet like the council. I think that's who's like running S.H.I.E.L.D. at this moment in the comics. And when they show the acronym, it's not the S.H.I.E.L.D. acronym that I remember. Like it's like stands for different things all the time.
It's the OG acronym.
Yeah, like it's still S.H.I.E.L.D., but you get what I mean? Like it doesn't strategic, homeland, whatever. I don't know what it stands for. But they always change it for some reason.
Nobody does.
Yeah, what the fuck does S.H.I.E.L.D. stand for? Let us know in the comments.
I liked the Man Bull episode.
Yeah, I did surprisingly like that too.
Who is like, now that I like, because I remember I read this like,
The Man Bull.
years ago, and then I thought about Man Bull and She-Hulk, and I was like, oh, that's supposed to be him?
Oh, yeah, that is the Man Bull. See, wait, Jake, what do you mean? I hear doubt in your voice about what She-Hulk decided to do creatively. Like,
I can never doubt the creative endeavors of She-Hulk.
Yeah.
Now on Disney Plus.
Now on Disney.
Who's the Marvel shill now?
I'm a Marvel agent.
Oh, no.
Yeah, sleeper.
Feige's paying you on the side.
Yo, you know what I did think about? Because I was listening to our last episode where we played the shout out of that dude. And then he's like, oh, it's Comics Chronic. It is what it sounds like. They do talk about comic books and, Marvel shit. And I was like, man, I don't like that. I don't like that we are like, I don't want to be a go-to Marvel podcast.
But to be fair, like, I think, first of all, our first episode is WandaVision. And then our second episode was Black Panther.
I know, but
I get what you mean.
Marvel.
I totally get what you mean. Yeah, we don't want to just be associated with Marvel. That's for sure. But you know what? If someone thinks, oh, the new Ant-Man Quantumania came out, I should go listen to the Comics and Chronic episode, I'm not mad about that.
No, for sure. For sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's you live by the sword of Marvel, you die by the sword of Marvel.
Never.
But that being said, I'm glad we covered this Marvel book. It's
Yeah, me too. I never read it. And
this is my first time reading it.
Yeah, and it got me to buy. Well, it just came out, but I was going to get it either way. But like, I didn't realize it was part of the Peter David run, which I've always wanted to run. Like, I've always wanted to read that run for Hulk. Like, I've read Immortal Hulk. I've read a lot of modern Hulk, but I've never read that. And it's literally the classic run. Like, you need to read the beginning of this run of the Hulk and like read the next 15 years of the Hulk. Like, okay, after this storyline, literally the issue right after Ground Zero, Joe Fixit. It's his first appearance.
Really?
Yeah.
Whoa.
Like all those classic stuff. Yeah. Because I mean, if you want to talk about the end already, or I could, I don't know. Do you want to mention the finale yet, or should we make our way to that slower?
You know, we always just we jump around.
So at the end of Ground Zero, there's like, so as it's going on, you're getting glimpses of like, there's this town, like where is the town? It's in Nevada.
Arizona.
It's in the southwest
Yeah,
somewhere.
southwest.
Arizona.
Texas.
It's in Arizona for sure.
Yeah, Arizona. There we go. Yeah, and you're getting these brief glimpses of like the lives of these people in this small town. I think there's like a salesman. There's
a priest.
Yeah. And
there's like a mom and a daughter, or like a family or something.
Yep.
Yeah.
So like you get the spotlight shine on all these like little vignettes, but you know like it's like leading to like the bomb dropping on this town. They keep like hinting at it, like something bad's coming. And
but
go ahead, Cody. Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, because Leader's plan wasn't to have his minions beat the Hulk. He just wanted them to slow him down.
Right, exactly. Like, because again, Leader is not like gonna run and gun for the Hulk. He's like planning something.
Yeah.
Fucking I'm high too, sorry.
I want to cast The Rock as The Rock.
Oh yeah, it's the Rock. He's literally a giant rock. What the fuck?
Yeah, he was a giant floating like mech rock or something.
Yeah, because it would get spiky and he would spin in circles. Very late 80s, early 90s, like the quintessential.
It was very reminiscent of playing like a Marvel vs. Capcom game. Like, that was this dude's move. What was the other guy?
I don't remember what the other guy was, but those guys
was like a man in a robot suit, kind of.
Oh yeah, it was like a mech suit. But like they gave you these also for those guys who are the Hulkbusters. They gave you these really cool things. There was a page for each of them where it was like a silhouette or kind of like their face on the side. Do you guys remember this? And it gave you their backstory. Like you didn't know who they were, but then you read the backstory. You're like, oh, this guy was like a disgraced veteran or something like that. This guy was like really violent and he liked to do this. And you got something similar for Rick Jones. I like those pages. I don't know if you guys remember.
No, I do.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And so if it wasn't for that, I would be like, oh my God, these guys are so fucking stupid. But they had such like a serious, dramatic backstory that like, you're kind of like, maybe that's the point. Cause one of the dudes is like, do I really have to be this like rock? Like, can I be something else? Can I get out of this suit? And Leader's like, no, like I got to, I do. Man. Yeah, you are the, whatever I say.
He literally, his name is just The Rock.
Yeah.
That's why we need to cast Dwayne Johnson as The Rock. The Rock as The Rock.
I'm honestly really excited. I'm assuming what's his name? Tim Blake Nelson as the leader. I'm really excited to see him play the leader.
That's not the dude who was in the original movie, right?
Yes, it is.
Did they confirm that it will be him again?
Yes.
Okay, so yeah, he is in the original. Yep.
Crazy.
I like him as an actor.
I hope he plays this kind of leader.
Yeah, right? No, he's going to be goofy. You know he's going to be goofy.
I don't want him to be goofy. I want him to be sinister as fuck.
I know, but...
Yeah, well, the leader is sinister, but he is kind of goofy.
I know what you mean, but he's like a threat.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, for sure. Like, he don't fuck around.
Like, he's not wacky. He's just like, haha, first I'm going to take the nuclear stockpile.
Right. Like, I feel like it'll be like that.
My biggest hope for this movie is that... they basically do this, but instead of Rick Jones and whatchamacallit, Quarterman, it's Falcon and Winter Soldier or something like that.
I see that. You know. I could see that. Yeah.
You know, it would be cool if like they fail, like Falcon and Winter Soldier, and then the Thunderbolts and John Walker come in and save the day.
Dude, New World Order. I think, honestly, if anyone saves the day, it'll be Red Hulk.
Also, it's Cap. It's not Falcon. He's Captain America now.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Captain.
Red Hulk has to factor into it, too. You're right.
Yeah. Yeah, Thunderbolt Ross is left from this. Betty's in it, and Betty is hot.
Oh, yeah, Betty's in this comic.
She's pregnant, right?
Is she?
She's pregnant, but Bruce doesn't know.
Yeah, Bruce doesn't know.
Bruce doesn't know, and she might get an abortion. It's like a hot 90s. It's always a hot topic, obviously, but I feel like especially when it was written, it's like
it's hotter now.
And Rick Jones is like, what? You can't do that.
You can't abort this radioactive baby.
Yeah, you have to have this child.
That's so
Rick
funny.
Jones, shut up, Rick Jones. I wish Rick Jones would mind his own damn business.
Right? Like trying to say what to do with a woman's body. Like she makes the choice, Rick Jones. Fuck you, Rick Jones.
We don't approve of incel Rick Jones.
Incel Rick Jones.
Yeah. Dude, Rick Jones.
Grow up.
Grow up.
Grow up, Rick Jones. We're done with you.
Who would you guys cast as live action like this comic?
Hulk?
Let's do like Half-Life leader Hulk.
Okay.
And Rick Jones. And Betty.
Yeah. And Betty.
Hell yeah. Okay, so for Half-Life?
Let's be a really skinny dude.
I already know who I have in mind. For
I was going to say, what's his name? He was in Doctor Who and House of the Dragon.
What? Matt Smith?
Yeah.
As Half-Life?
That's, I don't know if I see that.
Okay.
I could almost see Matt Smith as the leader.
Actually, maybe he'd be a better leader.
Ooh.
Okay, so for who I was going to say is the leader, and I feel like you guys aren't going to agree, but it depends what movie you've seen him in also. He's in a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think.
Daniel Day-Lewis.
Oh, I mean, of course. Daniel Lewis as Mr. Sin, or the leader would be sick.
Ooh, yeah. I could see that.
But he would never.
No.
Have you guys seen Killing Them Softly with Brad Pitt?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you know the two junkies that go rob the card game? And the one who's not Scoot McNairy?
Yeah.
That actor. He's in a bunch of shit.
Nice.
He's in Rogue One. He's in Dark Knight Rises. I think he would be a good either Half-Life or the leader.
I kind of would prefer him as Half-Life.
Yeah, that's what I was originally going to go with.
I think him as Half-Life.
I like
that's a great casting.
If you described him like crackhead looking, like if that's what he looks like, then
he plays a crackhead in Killing Them Softly. He's a junkie.
That's how Half-Life has to look to me. So that I don't know who this guy is, but I agree.
You've seen him before. He's in Dark Knight Rises.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of one of the guys from Pirates of the Caribbean, and I think he's in the British Office.
The one-eyed guy?
Yeah, I feel like he could be Half-Life.
Ooh, that would be a good Half-Life, actually.
Yeah.
He looks like Half-Life.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I can see him as Half-Life.
But then remember, Half-Life also gets like really jacked and handsome looking when he sucks in like a lot of radiation.
True, yeah, he does. He becomes like a Chad Half-Life.
Yeah, Chad.
Chad life.
Chad Life.
Dude, that would be a terrible enemy. Radioactive Chads.
Oh no.
Yeah. As he gets more chatty or as he draws the energy from people.
Chatty Cathy.
Yeah. He's almost like what's his name from the vampire show. God damn it.
Oh, What We Do in the Shadows?
Yeah,
in the Shadows.
Colin
Kaepernick.
Yes, that's it.
So
Colin Robinson.
Yeah, Colin.
So we got Chad Half-Life. What about Virgin Rick Jones?
Timothy Chalamet.
I knew I was gonna say it before because that's your go-to, like a young guy.
person.
He's the only young white actor I know. You know, actually, a commie recently messaged me and said that we always cast white actors. There's a lot of these characters.
I know I know that's we do try not to like we try like
not
you bring
to.
it up specifically. You're like we should try to. And
I do
that's
feel
a
like
good
Rick
point.
Jones. He doesn't matter if he's white,
he doesn't
black,
need to
or
be a
whatever
white
the fuck.
dude.
Yeah.
Absolutely agree with that. Rick Jones could be
Anybody.
Stephen Yen.
Ooh,
Yeah, I would do it.
Stephen Yen as Rick. No, yeah, I guess that
Why not?
works. Yeah, that works. Yeah,
He's young enough.
yeah, but I guess he's young enough. Yeah,
but
I
okay.
can't. Or who do you? I don't know.
No, that could work. Why not? Why not? He's likable though. I don't know. I feel like Rick Jones. We don't like.
Justin
I kind of
Long.
like Rick Jones. Justin Long feels like Rick Jones. There you go. Justin Long has that like I could hate him and like him.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Kind of like Barbarian. Like we hated him, but we liked him.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, I casted another white person.
Is Justin Long not Asian?
No.
Justin Long was,
he is.
No, he's a white
was
dude
some
for
reason.
sure.
I don't know why I thought
That boy's white.
Yeah, that kid's white.
Yeah.
I thought
That's a white man.
Yeah, I don't know. Just like I thought James Cameron was the father of Kirk Cameron and Candace Cameron, which is not the case.
He's hilarious.
Oh boy.
Who are you guys casting as Betty? Betty Ross.
Betty. I feel like Betty doesn't have to be white either.
Betty doesn't have to be white.
No. And this is a younger Betty, right? Kind of? Like not super old, but
Yeah. Let's
like 30.
Maybe.
yeah, late 20s, mid 30s.
I don't always feel like I blank on people whenever I have to cast non-white people.
It's because we get high and put pressure on ourselves.
Yeah,
buddy.
and then you just said the thing, and then now I feel like shit because like we're only casting
now I
white
feel like
people.
a racist piece of shit.
Yeah, now people
Dude, you are.
fucking suck.
I know, but now I feel it.
That's so funny.
You know what? We talked about this with like Karen Page, like in the gamut of like the women of Marvel when they're not the superheroes, they're just like the like a Mary Jane type character, or like in this case, like I'm saying Karen Page. Betty Ross I don't really give a shit about her, to be honest. Like
Yeah, she can be anyone because I don't care.
yeah, she's so like there's nothing like she eventually becomes Red She-Hulk, which is pretty cool, and then she becomes Harpy. Like an Immortal Hulk, the Harpy, that's pretty cool. The Harpy
I haven't gotten that far yet.
Oh, sorry, my bad. Okay, never mind.
So thanks. Once again, Anthony spoiled something for me.
Yeah, well, I'm saying that's when she became more interesting to me because it's like she's like, you know, like the Red She-Hulk story is like her father had become the Red Hulk and Bruce has been the Hulk her whole life, and she has to deal with that bullshit her whole life, and she's finally like, fuck it, now I have gamma powers. Now like you're in my way. You know what I mean? I don't know, like Betty Ross always seems to be like a victim of both her father and Bruce like fighting over her and like her getting caught in the middle of that. And like the Hulk almost puts her in he does put her in the hospital. Wait, does that happen in Ground Zero? Right before Ground Zero, the Hulk hulks out like because it's like the sun's setting and he's in a room with Betty and like he hulks out, and as he hulks out, it's like boom, and like she like goes flying and like
flying,
yeah. All to that to say, I don't know who to cast for Betty.
Didn't she like flee to Louisiana and like wasn't she hiding in Louisiana and then that's where the leader kidnapped her or whatever?
Oh, I think so. Or yeah.
Where who we casting for the leader?
Yeah. You know?
Okay, hold on. I got this.
Does the leader? He makes more sense as like as Tim Blake Nelson, right? Like we see him as Samuel Stearns, and he's like a nerdy dude. You know, he's not like intimidating, but he's also
he's
not like
intimidating.
I am the evil scientist. Like, so I don't see him becoming that in the movies, but. All that to say, like, I think if you're transforming into the leader, you can't start off looking like a buff dude. You know what I mean? Like, you got to be like, not like, it doesn't have to be like Jamie Foxx's Electro. You get what I'm saying? But
Leader. Maybe Mark Strong.
Mark Strong.
Maybe.
He played Sinestro in the
Yeah, I could
Ryan
see
Reynolds,
that.
Hal
I could
Jordan.
see that. Mark Strong.
Mark Strong.
Also, because Sinestro and the leader look very similar. They have big heads.
They kind of have that sinister mustache.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I feel like look-wise, they're definitely analogs for one another.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
they could. Yeah, exactly. It's like almost like the leader is Green Sinestro with a big brain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. John Leguizamo as the leader.
Oh, dude, I would do it. I would take that.
Why not? Yeah,
I like that.
John Leguizamo.
I like
as the
that,
leader.
dude.
Because like he could be intimidating, you know what I mean? Like he could really pull off like don't fuck with this guy. Like but could, you know, you could also be him like see him being like, yes, you know, I'm the leader. And then because the leader like kind of has his own Hulk out moments where he just goes insane and does insane shit. More than like the baseline insanity.
And I like that he's very like he very monologue-y and
Super monologue. He's always giving villain speeches.
yeah, he is. He even like talks about how he's giving a villain speech. Like he's like, I would never give you a speech in person. I'm just gonna have you listen to this after you die? Question mark? Like it was.
He has the recording set up.
Yeah.
So what did he do? He pretty much blew the Hulk up, right? He like trapped him in this gamma bomb.
Yeah, and it killed 5,000 people.
Yeah, and the people that did survive were like mutated
radioactive people.
Yeah, they were fucked up. That was
I always
actually
like the ending because it's like, sorry.
No, go ahead.
I just like feel like because they're all like radioactive and green now, and he like drives off with them almost to like start his own like gamma people.
Exactly. There's like a few that survive that he takes away, but like whoever does, like he's like. Yeah, there are so many people that were exposed, and if they're not dead now, they will be in hours or something like that. And like you see, like the remains. It's horrifying. Like the huge crater too. Like it's just like it's 2-page.
Really dark.
Yeah,
it ends on a dark note for sure. Hulk loses and he dies.
Yep. Presumably the Hulk is dead from that.
But as far as the story goes, he's presumably dead.
He just goes to Vegas and becomes Joe Fix-It for a little while.
That's hilarious. I don't like this. See, I hate when shit like that happens. That's why I like one-shots to remain as they are.
It's not a one-shot, though. This is what I'm saying. This is not like a 6-issue standalone thing. The way I
bought it and read it, though, it is a one. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
I get what you mean, but it's just like that collected, like you would buy, like, Amazing Spider-Man Volume 4. Like, it's just...
That's true. So, I mean, I like to read it like it is. Like, I don't really I don't really care to, like, consider the continuity afterwards as part of my lore for this story.
Oh. Well, there's before and after. I think that's super important. Like, it's
I think that's the thing about comic books is because these have been going on for decades. As a reader, you can kind of choose like what you want to be.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Where your story ends and begins.
You choose to think the Hulk is done after this. Like this is the end.
No, I mean of course, but I mean like I don't really like. Oh, he comes back as Joe Fix-It. I'm just like, okay, that's like a lame.
But it's not like he dies. It's not like the Hulk dies and he becomes Joe Fix-It. It's just that there's an explosion and he's like, this is my chance to be like, fuck everything. I'm going to Vegas because that's the personality of this Hulk. Yeah, because like this Hulk is very much like, fuck you, Bruce Banner. I'm gonna go do my thing, and then like if you get in my way,
I like that you give him a Bronx accent
because that's him. That's how the Hulk sounds. The Gray Hulk sounds to me. The Gray Hulk is from the Bronx.
Even non-Joe Fix-It Gray Hulk?
This Peter David Gray Hulk, yes, he just has that attitude in my head. Like because they're maybe not specifically in Ground Zero. It seems like he's starting to go.
When he flicks Rick Jones into the truck and knocks him out.
Oh yeah, just like that.
Or was it Quarterman? One of the two.
It's probably Quartermain because he's always fucking with Quartermain. He doesn't like him because that dude sucks.
He does like him.
I don't know. I might be confusing some things that happened before and after. But
you're always tarnishing the actual run that we're supposed to read with your knowledge of before and after.
Tarnishing. It's hard. It's hard.
Tarnish.
Go back to your point about, the comic lore. I'm the kind of guy that like wants all the fucking lore. I want every single spin-off. Like I don't have to necessarily like it. I'll just read it. So like I'm like
that's insane.
I know. I just
like
eat
sometimes
it up.
It's just like
it's too much.
See,
you can be the lore god, Anthony.
It's so quality wise, it's never consistent. So it's like if I read a great run, like sweet, that's good quality comic. It's like, oh, but did you read what happens after? It's not as good, but this happens, and it's like, well, I don't give a shit.
Yeah, it's literally just like the Dark Knight Returns and the Dark Knight Strikes Again.
Yeah, like that is technically, lore accurate and canonical, but I don't want to consider that shit.
That's why you get to pick and choose. No one's stopping you. Yeah, I'm just saying it's very hard to say that for this specific Hulk because I get it in your experience. Like that's how you picked it up, and like I get it. I have tons of comics like that. Like oh shit, there's actually more after this. It changes how I felt about the story, like all that good stuff. But I really like, from what I've read so far, Peter David's Hulk. I would say read before, read after. Keep on reading. I'm going to keep reading.
Keep on reading. Read the Immortal Hulk. I still haven't read the Immortal Hulk.
I need to get volume 3 of the Immortal Hulk. I can't find
man, it's so good. When you guys read it, like when you finished X-Men, you told me about it, just let me know. I would love to talk about that shit. But you know what? We kind of skipped over it quick, and I don't want to forget it. The Man-Bull issue might be, like, the Wolverine issue is very cool and a very cool fight. But I love how, again, he doesn't beat Man-Bull. He helps Man-Bull. Like Man-Bull is a sad dude. He's like, please help me. Like he can't really talk. Like he's just
like a sad, pathetic monster.
Yeah, and Hulk realizes that. Like, and again, I go back to the Bruce Banner part of him, I think maybe, but he's still the Hulk and he still sees him and he wants to help him. I like that a lot. Like he's not just a brute.
Yeah, all of these villains are people. Like all of this is a part of Leader's plan.
Right, they're victims.
Like planned every step. He knew Hulk was going to win all of these fights.
Yeah, for that matter, Half-Life, right? Like he's just looking for his wife, and Leader's exploiting that.
Yeah,
just victims.
Yeah, Leader basically like unleashed him to the Hulk. You know,
right?
Knowing that there would be damage in the way, and he knew that Half-Life was going to cause damage to the Hulk, but he knew Half-Life was going to lose.
Yeah. He it's like a chess game that he was just playing with people's lives. But that's what's also cool about the Hulk. Right? Exactly. Sacrificing them like pawns. He probably even says that. And because the Leader, of course, is going to be like, yes. But the fucking...
yes.
Yes.
Oh, God.
I would hate for the Leader to sound like that.
Yeah, Alvin and the
Chipmunk. That's hilarious. Dude, can you change our voices or only your voice?
No, just me. I'm the only one.
I am the one who rules the voices. Don't you understand?
Whoa.
But yeah, this is a good tale. What happens to Rick and Quartermain at the end?
They just got their asses kicked, right?
They weren't caught in the bomb, right?
No,
they weren't caught
survived.
in the bomb.
I think they're with Betty, right? They're protecting her.
Oh yeah, that's what it is. Because she gets hurt when the Hulk is fighting those giant
Brock
golden
Lesnar
robots.
And
exactly. Brock Lesnar and The Rock.
Yeah.
But like, it's cool. Like, I love how the Hulk stories are like him not giving a shit, but he's like, fuck it, I gotta save the day. I'm the fucking Hulk. Like, I'm the one. I'm the strongest there is. Like, move out of my fucking way. He's not like, he's just like the hero without ever wanting to be, and you still respect that about him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that he has no regard for the wonton damage he causes.
Yeah, well, that is.
Wonton damage.
You know what I'm talking about?
No, it's just
wonton damage.
It's not pronounced like the Chinese food. Oh my God. Wonton damage.
Sounds like the name of like
Wonton.
Yeah, Wonton. Wonton Damage sounds like the name of like a racist Asian tag team in the 80s.
Yeah, no, it sounds like a martial arts dumpling or something. like a sentient dumpling that knows martial arts.
Sentient dumpling.
Yeah, like the name's Wonton Damage. Like Hong Kong Fooey. Wonton Damage.
That's a character for your universe, Jake. You're welcome.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely taking that. That's awesome.
Oh,
I'll give you your creator credit.
Chad Life and Wonton Damage.
Chad Life.
Also, one more. We got to cast the Hulk because honestly, fuck.
Oh yeah.
Fuck Mark
Totally
Ruffalo. We're done with him.
Yeah, we need somebody.
But let's say he did become Grey Hulk in MCU. That's potentially like a casting change choice, right? You could, if you really wanted to. Some people might be mad about that.
Mark Ruffalo's Hulk, honestly.
Yeah, especially after his appearances in She-Hulk.
Yeah.
He was definitely the weakest link about that show.
Yeah, get my
definitely
man's
brought it
out
down.
of there, bro.
Yeah, also stop him being smart. Unless because the cool thing about Grey Hulk is that he's like a separate entity. This isn't smart. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So are we casting like voice or Bruce Banner?
Bruce Banner.
Okay.
Potentially, yeah, exactly. Yeah, that makes sense. Voice,
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman as Bruce Banner.
He's too old. Way too old.
Yeah, way too old.
But if we could do Lakeith Stanfield.
Ooh.
As Bruce Banner?
That's a cool choice. Interesting.
I like that.
Yeah. I like that.
Lakeith. Yo, what the fuck?
Wait, what did he? Lakeith?
This is dude, this is like dude, one time Cody came to visit me in New York. And Anthony, you know Mamaroneck?
Yeah. Oh no, what did he call
He was like, dude, are we gonna go to Mama Roneck? Mama Roneck.
Mama Roneck. Wow.
Yeah.
To go back to Dr. Melby and get
Dr.
your head checked.
Melby, that was the best one. Oh shit.
Damn, y'all, I'm hurting.
That's hilarious.
I don't know how to pronounce anything.
Dude, yeah. Oh man.
Oh.
Fuck.
I think we've reached the moment of Joe Pesci-ness.
The Nexus, the Joe Pesci Nexus.
Yeah. I wish I had a sound effect for the Joe Pesci
Well,
Nexus.
I'll go first, and I know none of you guys are going to give it as well, but this pretty much is to me Hulk-wise what the Spider-Man comic was to you, Spider-Man-wise. And because I also read it when I was like younger. And so Hulk Ground Zero for me gets a 6.
Dude, I didn't read it when I was younger, and it gets a 6.
Wow.
I already know Anthony. Here we go, Anthony.
Wait, it really doesn't get a 6 for me because, again, this is a great part of Peter David's run, but I only read a little bit before and a little bit after. But okay, we read Planet Hulk. For instance, I like Planet Hulk more than this. You know, Planet Hulk is one of my favorite Hulk stories.
Yeah, but those are two completely different Hulk stories.
Right, this is what I'm saying.
There's written at two completely different times.
I think I like this more than Planet Hulk.
Wow. See, no, I can't say that. I definitely can't say that.
It was the first time I thought the leader was cool. And don't get me wrong, I love Planet Hulk, but it is different. And for a Hulk story, I like this more.
Yeah.
Planet Hulk is cool, but it's literally just Hulk
Gladiator.
is Conan the Barb. Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
That's true. It is
I
both
get
Conan
you.
and Gladiator. Yeah, this
get
is
what
like
you're
this is like an OG original Hulk story, 1990s.
No, that's what I'm saying. I
Primetime,
love-
like
this is
You
the
know?
Claremont of the Hulk. You know what
Yeah,
I mean?
love Peter David's writing. I love Peter David doing other superheroes too. I think he's a great writer, and Todd McFarlane also is a great artist. I like that. I don't have an issue with this. It's just not a 6 for me. You get what I'm saying? It's not like I don't
damn.
remember. We did a Planet Hulk episode. I don't remember what we gave
I
that.
don't get what you're saying.
I think I gave 666.
Yeah, I think we did.
It
give
might have
Planet
been.
Hulk a 6.
Oh, by the way, I was talking to Emily about this before. She had a really cool idea where, like, so if we're going to do videos and we mention another episode, like a comic book, we could in the bottom do like a pop up. Like you could check out episode whatever Planet Hulk episode was. I can't think of
Nice.
it. We'll
That's a
make
good
it pop
idea.
up somewhere. And we also talked about Hulk a little bit when we talked to Pete Musto. We talked a little bit
Yes.
about the Hulk
Yeah, my
movie
boy
from.
Pete, shout him out.
Yeah, shout out Pete. Check out that
That
episode
was honestly
too.
a fun episode. That was a
It
fun
was.
one.
He was a cool dude.
Yeah, even though
chill.
Jake did not like his opinions.
I liked him. I just didn't like his opinions.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Pete's, you just were like, oh, I do not agree. But
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
straight up about it.
He said nothing agreeable.
Oh shit! If you're listening, Pete, you could come back on and
But
fight with
Anthony
Jake.
does that all the time, so I'm used to it now.
Oh,
Hey, Anthony, I do have a question though, because right before you were about to give your rating, you said, because I have read before and after this. See, but that's what I'm talking about. We're only judging this for what it is, not
okay, but
using
what-
outside elements to judge it.
it's not outside elements. I guess what I'm saying is I've read better Peter David Hulk stories, is what I'm saying, and those I would give a 6. This is Jake. I'm not going to shit on your. You gave the Amazing Spider-Man a 4. I'm not giving this anywhere close to
A
that.
4, which by the way, you even texted me afterwards and you were like, oh, you weren't shitting on it as much as I thought you were.
Well, yeah, the 4 sounds like a bad score, and but you weren't really shitting on it. And I'm not, obviously, I don't think I shit on this at all. But who cares anyway? We're allowed to shit. We don't have to agree.
You're allowed to
at all. We can shit
you
on
can
whatever
shit
the fuck.
wherever you want.
we
Anthony.
shit
Yeah.
where we eat on this podcast.
But no, so I'm gonna give this. I'm giving it a solid 5.
That's fair. That's fair.
I liked it. I would recommend it. I have it collected. Read it. The Gray Hulk era is really cool. If I didn't read before or after, I would still enjoy this. And I would be like, oh, cool. This is an awesome Gray Hulk story. I've only really read Green Hulk stories. Like it's cool to see this era.
Yeah, exactly.
This is the only Gray Hulk I've ever read.
Mm-hmm. I would also say, while this, like, if you've never read a Hulk comic, I would not call this the quintessential Hulk comic to read.
No, definitely not.
But it is a good Hulk story to read.
For sure.
Yeah.
Recommended for sure.
Recommended for sure.
Well, there you
I like
go.
it. I like it because it like does a good job of showing like the beef between Banner and Hulk. Like when Banner is trying to save Betty and he can't, and he's like, "No, I don't want Hulk to be the hero."
Yeah. But we know Hulk wants to save Betty, even if he won't admit it.
Yeah,
But he knows
Hulk
he does.
wants Betty too.
Yeah. Wait, is there in Ground Zero the moment where they meet up with each other and they have that big moment together on like the cliffside while the sun's rising? No, is that?
That's not Ground Zero.
Oh
no.
man. Okay. See, this is what I mean. There's so many cool moments that happen right before and after that ties it together though. This is what I'm saying. Like, don't just read this. Read it as part of the whole in it.
For me, it's tied together.
But this is what I'm saying. Read it as part of the whole works really well.
Reading the run, like, because I just read the past few days. It's definitely like picking up from something. It's not
That's
like
what I mean, yeah.
the Long Halloween where it's
Yeah.
like a completely. That's
true.
It's basically the leader story of this run. The leader
Right.
beating Hulk, and I loved it.
That's fair.
Yeah, that's not a negative about it. That's just a part of it. This is what I'm saying. Like before this, you start to get the conspiracy, quote unquote, of those gamma bombs being stolen, and S.H.I.E.L.D. doesn't believe it at first. You get what I'm saying? Like it's
Yeah.
building up to Ground Zero, which is like leader's plan. That's what it is. So it's like, I'm not saying it's the finale or anything, but yeah, like I just think it's beneficial. You by no means you have to, like, but it ties some things together for sure.
For sure. All right. No cap.
Nope. Hey, whoever's listening, go rate us on Spotify and Apple, please. We would really appreciate that. And guess what? We have a YouTube channel. Maybe you're watching this on YouTube. I don't know, but you should subscribe, like the video, do all the stuff that gets us to the next level because you're the commies
help
and we
us
love
to
you.
help you enjoy
Yes.
your life.
Seriously. Think about how miserable you were before you started listening to us.
Yeah,
Right.
Comics and Chronic is the best thing that's happened to you.
If you can't afford therapy, then just tune into one of our episodes.
Yeah, you get it all. You get legal advice,
Medical advice,
Medical advice.
political opinions, social commentary.
Yeah.
Sound effects
Yes.
like this one.
Nice.
Yeah. We got it all over here. We even got cool merch if you go to comicsandchronic.com.
Yep, we got a shop section. You could check that out. Comicsandchronic.com is cool. I think more people need to check it out. There's so many like different little sections. It's organized in such a cool way. You got our videos from YouTube or TikTok or whatever. Everything's there. Like that's the one-stop shop.
It's your Comics and Chronic hub.
Exactly. Comicsandchronic.com is like the Soviet Union of your guys' fandom. We don't need to go outside of comicsandchronic.com to buy
Yeah,
what
you
you
can
want.
literally listen to episodes, buy shit, watch shit, everything. But
Smoke shit.
check it out.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah. I wish we could
Yeah.
sell weed somehow on
We would sell you
comicsandchronic.com.
guys weed if we could.
Yeah, if it
Yeah,
was
if that was legal.
We're law-abiding men, so we don't fuck with that.
Law-abiding men. You know? And on that note, good night, everybody.
Hi, you're listening to Comics and Chronic, and I'm Jake FH.
I'm Cody Cannon.
And I'm Anthony Iannaccio.
And you can tune in every Thursday to hear new episodes of Comics and Chronic.
And make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Comics N Chronic. That's comics, the letter N, Chronic.
We'll see you guys next week.
Woo!
Peace.